Alright guys, so this is going to be the tutorial to set up an XFC server, the FRC Robotics game server on AWS, Amazon Web Services, so you can broadcast a server so other people can join it. Because I had a little bit of difficulty with this, and the current tutorials are pretty bad, so let's get into it. So, basically what you're going to do, in your thing, you're going to search up Amazon Web Services. After you do that, you're going to get linked to aws.amazon.com. And what you want to do, you're just going to want to sign into your console. All you have to do is put in an email and password. That's really it. After you do that, you should be led to your home screen, your dashboard. Basically, in the top left corner, you want to search up EC2. This is going to lead you to the servers that are going to run your thing. And then on the left, under the instance tab, you're going to click on instances. So this is basically where all of your things, all your servers, you can make multiple of them, are going to be made and put. So first thing you want to do is click launch instances. You're going to be led up to this screen. So first thing you have is the name and tags. This doesn't really matter that much. You can name your server whatever you want. So we're just going to name this one test server, or tutorial. How about that one? Alright, and the application OS images. So what we're going to be using today is called Ubuntu. So this is the main one that we're going to use. Very helpful. This isn't one I know. I don't know any of these other ones. So if you don't know, if you don't want to use this one, sucks to suck. So after you pick that, just pick the highest one for the free tier eligible. So Ubuntu server 24.04, whatever one's the newest one. Architecture 64-bit 86, and that should be fine. So your instance type, this is the one that matters. So basically what your instance type is basically how good of a server you're getting. So this one, the T2 Micro, is the free eligible tier. Now, let's be completely honest here, it's not going to run that well. Especially in Reefscape or things like that, it cannot run well. If we're talking about Reefscape, the one that I really do recommend, if you're gonna be only running by yourself and just gonna do everything by yourself, not gonna have a lot of people, I suggest probably just using the 232X large, 8 vCPU, 32 GB memory. If you're gonna have more people, I suggest using the C5 4X large. It's not that expensive, $1.4 per hour. And anything above that, you do have to make a request to Amazon to allow you to use more vCPU. vCPU is the main one, it's the processing power. It will allow you to render more parts in, especially in Reefscape where it's very part heavy and entity heavy. You're going to need a lot of that vCPU. Even in this one, it still gets laggy towards the end of the game if you're having full 3v3 matches with a bunch of good players. Alright, right after that, you're going to make a key pair login. Obviously, you got to create a key pair. The one that you're going to choose is RSA and a .pem. For the key pair name, you can name it anything. So I'm just going to name mine tutorial, and that's it, and click create key pair. So basically what this is going to be your key pair to access the server that only you can have. If you use anything else, you will not be able to access the server, so it's very important that you have this key pair right here. After that, you gotta create the security groups. So what you click, create security group, allow SSH traffic to form anywhere. After that, you click edit, and then start making your thing. So the first one that you want to do is going to be type SSH TCP protocol source type. That's going to be, oh yeah, go on Amazon Web XRC Similar.org, Amazon Web Services. This tells you what to do if you're ever lost. So what we're going to do here, the first one is SSH TCP 22, and we're going to do a custom one. So that's going to be 0.0.00/0. So we're going to make custom, and then we're going to set it to the first one right here, the CIDR block, and just leave the description blank right there. After that, on the bottom, there's this blue thing called add new security group rule. Next one we're going to add is, let me remember, custom UDP. After adding custom UDP, the port range is going to be 11115 to 11118. These are the ports that all the XRC servers are on, that you can use. Source type, you're going to do anywhere, and this is going to be XRC port. Alright. After that, you're going to do a custom, nope, all ICMP IPv4, source type anywhere, and you're going to name this ping. Alright. After that, you got that done, you created all of your security group rules. After that, you got to configure the storage. So, what I found best for configuring the storage is 32 for the Rescape, especially. You're going to need a lot of storage for that one. It ran fine. It's just vCPU count matters the most, not the storage. And then after that, you're done. So what you're going to do on the right hand side, you're going to click this orange button called Launch Instance. After that, it's going to load a little bit, blah blah blah, and boom, you successfully launched instance whatever code. So you're going to go back to your instances tab, refresh it, and then you're going to see how you have your thing. So you see tutorial, instance ID, running state, it's currently running. If you ever want to stop this so it doesn't charge you or whatever, you just click stop instance and it will stop it. Alright. So after this, the next step is to turn the file, the rsa.pem, of the key pair, whatever you named it, into a key that will be used for your server. So if you go into the XRC web services thing that I will link down below, you'll click on this link called glasson.onionblog WordPress whatever. What you want to do from here is click the first one called putty download. And what you're going to do, you're going to download the 64-bit 86 putty installer, the first one on the top for Windows MSI. And then on the bottom, you're also going to download the 64-bit 86 puttygen and RSA and DSA key generation utility. After you do those two, you're going to pull up puttygen, the second one that you downloaded, and you're going to get the putty key generator. After that, go into conversions, the third one from the top, and click import key. After you do this, you're going to put in the tutorial.pem key and click open. After you do that one, you have the key comment. This doesn't do anything, it just renames it to something easier, so I'm just going to rename this to tutorial. And do not click generate or load, it will bug out your key pair and it will not work. After doing this, just click save private key as RSA. And doesn't matter if you need a passphrase to protect it, yes, and then name it again something in your files, and then click save. Alright, so after you got that one, you're going to go back to the glassonion.org and click on winscp.net. Basically, this is a thing that's going to be able to run this is the server itself and that logs you in and runs it. So you're going to click download now, do the installer, and then open up WinSCP. Alright, so don't worry about this. New site. Alright, so the next thing you're going to do is start actually running your thing. So for the host name, you're going to name it the IP of the public IPv4 of your instance. So if you go back to the EC2, you're going to see how it says public IPv4 address under details, the first one. What you're going to do, you're going to copy and paste this. So this one is 13.58.36 blah blah blah. Go back to your WinSCP and copy and paste that as the host name. Next, always put the username as Ubuntu. And then you're going to click to advance. After this, you're going to see this little screen. You're going to go to SSH authentication. After this, you can see private key file. There's these three dots on the right. You're going to click that and then put in the key that you just made from the putty generator. After that, you're going to click OK and then save. Now, you can name the site whatever you want. I just keep it normal. It doesn't really matter. And you can also create a desktop shortcut so you can immediately open the server whenever you want. After this, you're going to click login, accept, and it should log you in. Now, during that process, if it says it cannot log you in or authentication denied, you have to re-put the .pem file that you made into the puttygen again and remake it. Sometimes it converts it wrong and it doesn't allow you to actually log into your server. After this, you want to download the XRC Linux Server v16.1f-zip. If you just search up XRC Simulator, there should be a download to it. It should be on the bottom. It should say no graphics. And what you're going to do, you're going to drag this into your thing. Now, it's going to have a little bit of a time elapse. I'm just going to pause and skip until it fully downloads, and then I'll say what you can do right after. Alright. So after you import the Linux server into your server home, yes, on the right this is your server, on the left this is your personal computer files. You're gonna open up the terminal. The terminal is the computer symbol, the two computers with the lightning bolt on them. You can also press Control P, open session and putty. After that, you should open up to this terminal, and basically what you're gonna do, since the server does not know how to unzip anything, you're gonna have to run sudo apt unzip install. Oop. Don't mind that. Let me reread that. Sudo apt install unzip. My bad. Sudo apt install unzip. Sudo apt install unzip. Oh. Alright. After that, it's going to do some doohickery. I don't know, probably just installing it. And then after that, you're going to put unzip and then the file name. So that is currently XRC underscore Linux underscore server underscore v16.1f.zip. After that, it's going to start unzipping the thing. So this is basically just downloading it onto the server you're using. And then once that's done, you should be able to run the server with a command prompt. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to quickly open this notepad. And this is the code that you need to run so that your server opens. So it's a little bit much. Basically, all you do is copy and paste. I'm probably going to also put this in the description of the video so you don't have to type this all out. But copy and paste this into your thing, remember Control C, and with the terminal, you have to right click on it to paste it. As you can see, there are spectators, minimum players. You can change these numbers according to. So minimum players, you can change it to 4. That's how many players are needed to ready up and start the thing. Spectators, admin, so if you put in a certain password, or in the screen you should have admin, so if you put in the admin name, you should be able to access your server or kick people off it. And the password for the server, you can also just delete this command line right here that says password equals reef, or change the password. If you want no password, remove it. If you want a password, put whatever thing after this equal sign. After you do all of that, you press enter and it should say this. So after it says this, it should say some random stuff. If you go to XRC Simulator, as I'm about to do, it should be named whatever you named your AWS server. So if you click on multiplayer, find servers, and it should be named tutorial. If this, oh, there you go. So right here, or it's called XFC server for some reason. Basically, it'll have the IP of the AWS server, and then if I click on this and type in the password reef, all capitals that I did, it will connect me, and boom, you now have a playable server that you can play on with your friends.